We at Frankfurt School Blockchain Center are conducting several research projects. One of them is called BLOCKPOOL. It's funded by the European Commission and within the scope of the Horizon 2020 program. And to get to know more about this project, BLOCKPOOL, I'm today speaking to Robert Richter. He's project lead of BLOCKPOOL, and my first question would be, what is BLOCKPOOL and what is it trying to achieve?
Sure. Well, thank you for having me, Philip. As you already mentioned, BLOCKPOOL is a project funded by the European Commission, and the aim of it is to increase the uptake of blockchain and distributed ledger technologies across the EU. Now, there's several ways of doing that. Specifically, what we do within BLOCKPOOL is that we have selected 25 SMEs, and we will help them to develop their ideas and get them ready to bring it to market. Now, that support comes in 4 different ways. The first one is financial funding, where the SMEs receive funding at the beginning and upon completion of the project. The second one is education, and all the SMEs are allowed to participate in a massive open online course hosted by the University of Nicosia, and also get access to the online courses provided by the Frankfurt School Blockchain Center. The third pillar is the expert support. So what we have done is we've linked up each SME with a mentor, and that mentor is experienced in running and building up SMEs so that they can have a knowledge transfer and benefit from the experience of that mentor. And the fourth component is networking mixed with a little bit of education. What we've done here is we have set up 3 different boot camps across the EU, one in Germany, one in Spain, and one in Greece, where SMEs are allowed to attend, present findings, and also receive presentations on the latest trends in the blockchain and DLT world. And of course, these meetups also provide a great opportunity for them to expand their network with other SMEs and blockchain-based companies. Now, overall, the project runs for 24 months, and during 10 of these months, the SMEs receive actual hands-on support from us and the mentors to get ready for market.
So you mentioned the selection of 25 small to medium enterprises. Can you provide an overview of what they are doing?
Of course. So in general, BLOCKPOOL wants to increase the uptake of BDLTs across all sectors. Now, historically, blockchain is very much associated with the financial sector, specifically because of Bitcoin. But we actually want to show the potential of blockchain technologies outside of the financial services industry as well. So we have invited companies from a range of industries, such as energy, government and smart cities, or manufacturing, to submit their applications to show us their business proposals. And I just want to give you a quick example of the construction of our portfolio. So out of the 25 SMEs that we have, only 6 are based in the financial services industry. The remaining 19 are split fairly evenly across other industries that are more on the manufacturing side. So to give you an example, we have transportation and logistics, we have energy companies, and then manufacturing companies as well, just to name a few. In total, we have about 6 different sectors alongside of the financial services industry represented within those 25 SMEs. And one thing that was quite interesting about the proposals is that regardless of which industry we were looking at, there was a fairly common theme within the applications, and that was tackling the issue of climate change. And here I just want to give 2 quick examples. So the first one was looking at solar panels and connecting them onto blockchain. So you can imagine me having a solar panel at home which produces energy. And the idea here is to connect that solar panel to the blockchain so that it becomes more transparent and auditable how much energy I actually produced. Another good example is in the forestry industry. There was another application that essentially wanted to connect automated vehicles and not just automated vehicles, actually autonomous vehicles, to the blockchain so that you can track their every move and essentially have evidence of what they have done over the past week, month, or year. Now, of course, we don't have enough time to go into every SME in detail here. So I would invite you to have a look at our website, blockpool.eu, and have a look at our company profiles for all of the 25 SMEs.
And what are the next steps in the program?
So we are now several months into the project. Of course, we first had to set up our infrastructure to make sure everything runs smoothly. But we have now finalized the request for applications and have evaluated all of the applications received, which essentially got us to a situation where we have our final 25 SMEs to go forward. Alongside of that, we've also completed our first phase of education. So this MOOC, or Massive Open Online Course that I mentioned earlier, has already been delivered, but is still available to anyone who wants to have a look at it. Going forward, we will actually start this 10-month hands-on phase. That specifically means that the SMEs are being onboarded and are now getting matched up with their mentors so that they can start having discussions on how best to bring their product to market. Now, if you'd like to follow the progress of BLOCKPOOL, we have set up several social media accounts. Just to name a few, we have Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and of course our BLOCKPOOL website. So in case you'd like to stay up to date, I'd invite you to start following one or more of our channels to stay up to date. And just one thing I also wanted to mention. Of course, the primary aim of the project is to support the increase of BDLT adoption. But there's a secondary target here as well. Because based on our observations, findings, and feedbacks from the SMEs, we will be drafting policy recommendations. And the reason here, or the target that we're striving for, is to help the European Commission continue creating an environment where blockchain and DLT-based companies can really blossom in the years to come.
Thank you very much, Robert, for this interesting insight into BLOCKPOOL, and I wish you a very nice day.
Thank you. Same to you.